Well, Hoggy, we waited and waited and waited, and this has been worth the wait.
Certainly was, Mark. It was all worth it, wasn't it? It's a test match. You just didn't know where it was going at any stage. I loved it. And for an opener, well, we've got 4 rippers coming up.
I reckon we did think we knew where it was going after day one, although obviously hindsight's a wonderful thing. You look back and if you take a hat trick out of it, which is obviously a rarity, you know, England's score could have been anything, but we thought at the end of day one, perhaps the series was almost over. We thought after Hussey and Haddon put on that record partnership, the series is definitely over. We're quick to jump.
Well, really quick, and I see the media in England after day 3 were just absolutely berating their attack and their bowlers, and then after day 4 they were berating us. So the media, they don't sit back, do they? They're restless, aren't they?
Don't blame the media, you are part of the media.
No, I'm not, I'm just
sitting here right now, I hate this. Blokes who used to play the game, any game, that on television or even in the paper, writing a column, talk about the media. My friend, you are the media.
A little bit. Just got a little couple of toes in the water.
You have. Your whole foot's there. So stop bagging the media.
Well, you're all having a go at Mitchell Johnson. Poor old Mitchell Johnson. I mean, batsmen can play 5 or 6 test matches and not make a run, and no one talks about dropping them. And yet Mitchell Johnson has one bad game, and everybody's all over him. For goodness sake, leave him alone. He's a star, Mitchell Johnson. He's just a little bit out of form at the moment. Sit back and leave him alone, please.
Okay. That's the media you're talking to there. You tell the media.
Leave him alone.
All right, I'm going to look down the barrel and tell Rodney Hogg to apologise to Alastair Cook. He said he couldn't bat. He said he wouldn't score a run. Hoggy?
What's his first name?
Alastair.
Sorry, Alastair. Fantastic performance in the first test match. You're a sensation. And to look at the stats, Greenwich and Haynes, I think they average about 47 as an opening pair, and to see Cook and Strauss averaging 43 now, quite incredible. And we struggled. We didn't look like getting Cook out at any stage, did we? So, no. Alistair, I apologise. You're looking good. Your technique looks a lot solider than what it did against Pakistan some months ago.
He's a good-looking rooster too. When he takes the helmet off to celebrate another milestone, not bad.
We're not interested in his looks. We want to see his cricket ability.
Okay. You weren't the only one, by the way. I think he averaged, I've got it here somewhere, he averaged 26.2 against Australia coming into this test match, Alastair Cook. This was his 14th ton, and I did pose the question myself. What's he doing here? Why is he in this team? We know he's the vice-captain. He's vice-captain for a reason, and you know you're right. The openers have really set the scene in the second dig. And the part about that I like, and I'm sure the English selectors like, was the fight. The fact that it wasn't the first innings where it was all nice and pretty. They were in all sorts of trouble. They were gone in most people's eyes. Yet they fought back, and we don't always see that with the Poms, or we haven't always seen that with the Poms.
The other thing about the English at the moment, it's no good looking at the stats of players, how they've gone against Australia, because some of them, Bell, Collingwood, they've all had a bit of a go. Strauss, they've all been playing against Warne and McGrath, haven't they? So they're out of the context now. So you've now got a different Australian side. So the old stats of how some of these guys have gone against Australia, it's a cup full of cold water, isn't it? Doesn't mean anything. But the thing about England I like is there's a resilience there now with and the leadership. They're calm, cool and collected, aren't they? And you've got the leadership of Flower, Andy Flower and Andrew Strauss. I love Andrew Strauss. He's a beauty. Hasn't he just... They were in a couple of times, in the field when that partnership between Haddon and Hussey was going. Yep. You thought, oh, they'll crack up here, they're gone. But they just stuck to their guns. Strauss is a fantastic leader and a fantastic batsman.